I appreciate you coming back. I know day 2 and 30-degree weather is a little bit, getting out there. But if you haven't woken up walking out the door, you're certainly awake by the time you get to your car. So I appreciate you coming back. I know more people are drifting in. And because they have heard my remarks before, so they don't want to listen to me. They're waiting for Lori to come up and start speaking. So, but anyway, just a quick reminder: there is no announced, alarms or anything. So if you do hear an alarm, actually we have to go outside, and the point of here is the red block there. That's sort of outside the main buildings there. We'll try to bring a space heater and something to heat you up while you're out there, but there's nothing announced. So. And as I said, the restrooms are behind the auditorium, on the side of the elevators here, and on the second floor up here. The room up here is where the breakout session is for the, after this plenary session in the morning. Again, just a reminder to everybody, this is our community. This is the people who are here. Oil and gas, IT industry, hardware, software, academic, and some national lab representation. I'm not going to go through this, but if you tweet, there's the tweet handle. I saw a lot of active tweeting here. That reminds me, Andrew, where are you? Back here. He's going to be moderating a panel this afternoon, and we have a little bit of, we're looking for 1 or possibly 2 people that would be interested in joining that early career panel. So we would love to have, we're trying something new where we announce some of the panel members, but we're going to try to recruit 1 or 2 here. So. If you think of yourself as a reasonably early career or early mid-career, that's fine. You get the different perspectives. Contact Andrew or myself, and we will recruit you for that. I'd love to have 1 or 2 more people on the panel. If not, we're good. Again, this is the reason I thank all of the people on this list, as they have really made the technical program possible. Without that group of people, we couldn't do this. We couldn't deliver this. But without these people, you wouldn't have food or any logistics whatsoever. We applauded them yesterday. I do have one, somewhat downer note. After 7 years, unfortunately, Victoria is moving on to a different job at Rice. She's staying at Rice, yoo-hoo! But she's moving on to a different position. So for those of you who have communicated Victoria and a lot, there will be somebody else, so if you don't hear something from Victoria, then you need to contact me. But she'll be in touch in the transition. So when you see her, make sure you thank her for all the work she's done, and we'll be missed, and I know many of you will miss her and her emails. So here are our sponsors. The reason why registration so far has been affordable, the combination of sponsors and being able to use Rice venues. They don't come free, but maybe it's cheaper than a hotel. So thank the sponsors, visit with the sponsors. And somebody reminded me, the breaks sometimes, they're kind of in a place for you, but think about the event over there in the sponsor space as a speed dating. So you can get to talk to a lot of people and move around. So again, fellowship sponsors, they're a great relationship. You see the outside the auditorium here, there's a list of the people that are currently active fellowship recipients. Here are the companies, and we value the partnerships with them. Look forward to having more. The 2 conferences that's in the fall, which is the Data Science Conference, and that's not just oil and gas, it's much broader. We're looking at medical and other applications also. And then next year's is in March. And now for my annual industry update. I usually have this, and somebody requested it yesterday that I come back and report on what's happening. So recall, this was the chart I showed you last year. This was the crude oil prices at the conference time, and I sort of predicted here's the new normal for the price of oil. Where are we today? Basically, this is where we are. So we're holding steady. So that means that we have a fairly long run of reasonably good, So now this is the new normal. We're, great to see the turnout and where we're doing with that. So it's great to see people are seeming to find the groove at this new level. Of course, we would love to be higher, but we also know that it's unstable. So it is a good number for now. This was 2015. Remember when the oil price dropped? We were just free floating. This was 2016, 2017. 2018. And these are not the actual attendance numbers for this year. So just be cautious. So this is not what we're claiming to be the attendance. So I'm showing registration numbers. I'll come back with the actual count on the attendance. But registration is certainly up. Indicator fairly a strong growth, showing that the community is really behind this and continuing to support this. This is highly relevant for the community, and we're bringing value to all the stakeholders at the venue. And this is where they're from. Yeah, there's a big orange bar at the bottom. Guess what? And California is the second. Then there's a bunch of states which all have like 1, 2, or 3 people coming from. There's a good international, which is kind of interesting how it has grown over the years. And then there's a splatter of different states where they come from. Different view of that. This is where our attendees are from. They are spread mostly, as I said, in the US and in Texas, but also increasingly Europe and Asia and the Middle East, Australia. If you zoom in, as I said, there's a big cluster here that is too many markers to actually see what that's the dominating cluster. This is where you're from, based on self-classified, so 30% oil and gas, about 38% sort of IT software hardware. That probably is also some of them are in the oil and gas segment specifically. Academia sort of holding steady at about 20%. And then sort of there's a platter of others, about 12, 13% there. So, this is fairly representative of how it's been before. So again, it's a good community of growth. This is the kind of people that are here. If you think about who you are in your organization, it's sometimes difficult to classify yourself in these kind of things. Do you hold a purse string, or do you hold a technology decision, or am I just a developer? But there's a good mix, again, of the kinds of people that are at the conference. So it's a good community to communicate with. And with that, I want you to silence your phones. This is a good time to do that. Make sure mine is silenced. Yes. And